What is going on, y'all? Welcome back to yet another video. We are back on the R7 and it is beautiful out right now. We also got a few mods on the bike, which you can't really see right now, but I just put on some new TST Industries turn signals, smoked out, and then we also got some custom DRLs for the rear, which look absolutely amazing. So if you guys want to check out the modification videos for that, there will be a link in the description if you guys want to, check it out, watch the tutorials and whatnot. I am back on the content grind, which feels so good now that the weather is more so in my favor for most of the days now. I can ride a lot more often. I can, make some more moto vlogs, tutorial videos. A piece of dust in my eye. What the heck? Oh. Now the downside with it, being spring now, is I have allergies to pollen. And today I was working on my bike and I'm like, oh my gosh, bro, I was literally sneezing non-stop for like the whole time for hours. I hate taking medication for anything, and one of my biggest fears is swallowing pills or any sort of tablet. Just trying to force yourself to swallow something is just, I don't know, I just can't do it. So I always try my best to refrain from taking any sort of medication, allergy medication or anything like that, unless I'm absolutely dying and I'm like, okay, I kind of have no choice but to, just force myself to do it. And sometimes when I can't do it, I literally just crush up the tablet or like break it down into smaller bits. But yeah, that's just it's a struggle, I gotta say. Oh my god, what is going on with the traffic over there? Oh, there have been some changes in my life. I made a few videos recently talking about the direction with this channel. I kind of mentioned some struggles that I'm going through, and this is kind of an addition to that, but it's actually something that's even crazier. Oh, I can see myself in a reflection. Look at my alien looking ass. Now, I can't talk too much about this specific topic due to legal reasons. My ass is in deep waters right now. It has to do with my employment and my career. So if you guys don't know, I do or did work at a real job, and I've been working in the healthcare field within a hospital for a little over a year and a half. I can't, describe what it is that I do or, what department I am in specifically. But while working here, I've been having conflicts with my colleagues. Not that I'm causing problems, but more so the other way around. I'm the type of person who just really is kept to themselves. I'm a really quiet person in real life. I don't talk to nobody. I don't speak up about anything. I kind of just stay to my own self. And with that, being soft-spoken, a lot of times we get over-spoken. There's been a lot of like bullying and like shit talking, and I've been just blocking it out for a while because I'm like, hey, but this is just nonsense. This is just how people are. This is just the world, right? People will always talk bad. A specific individual, specifically a higher up individual, they have been treating me very unfairly and hostilely, if that's like a word. Okay, school bus, you gotta get going here. Come on now. You just made me turn on the red. What's going on, man? Okay, we gotta calm down here. I'm gonna go to the post office, drop off my package. No one really goes to the post office on a bike. Like I said, I can't talk too much about it just because there's an actual legal investigation going on. All I can say is that there has been some very hostile behavior that this person has done towards me. I literally submitted a complaint form that is 8 pages long with timestamps, with like exact word for word notes. I brought up these concerns to the upper management, people that are above said person. And I've, this is not the first time I've made a complaint about this, and like I said, I'm not the type of person to complain or say anything, but when people have treated me very badly and disrespectfully in a very like personal way, and it's been going on for a few months, and I've spoken up about it only once, I believe, formally to the upper management. They kind of just dismissed it, and this time around it was really bad. It was just almost on a daily basis, they were in my ear, like bugging me and saying really nasty things when I'm just coming to work, just trying to do my job, and that's it, and go home. I don't want to deal with work afterwards. And I can confidently say that I'm not just being biased here, but it's like actually directly targeted towards me, because other individuals even have spoken up about said, you know, issues. At first I thought, okay, maybe everyone just gets this hostile garbage treatment, but no, it's like there are people that have like favoritism, that get treated extra nice. The management will start breaking the rules and bending the rules to cater to their needs. And we're in a professional, you know, environment. This is like the healthcare field. It's not like retail. And, you know, stuff like this shouldn't fly. I'm kind of, you know, blabbering a lot, but moral of the story is things got really bad. And I had to speak up about it, and then it got to the point where things are under investigation, and now my entire employment is at risk. And due to that, I don't even know when I'm going to be working, because I am now off of work, and I don't know if I'm going to be returning at some point, or if they're going to transfer me to a different department or to a different location. But like, as for right now, there's like nothing being said. I haven't gotten any updates on my case, and like, I am literally just in the dark yet again. Even when I was kind of bringing it up to the upper management this time around, they were still wasn't really taking me serious. And then I went all the way up to the HR, human resources department, and yet again they were kind of just like downplaying what it is that I had to say. And I kind of realized a little bit about how the corporate world works, where like, you know, the higher ups, or like the people that are in charge of how everything operates, they sometimes will abuse their power and also always kind of prioritize their own reputation. Even if the workers are mistreated, knowingly mistreated, they will just ignore it and try to push it under the rug. And it kind of makes me lose respect for this industry, or at least this private company, because this hospital that I work for is under like a private organization where they have a lot of rules that are beyond even the government rules. It's really crazy the amount of power that they have, the amount of political power they have. And like, no matter what, you really have no say in anything, right? And even if they abuse you, if they mistreat you, or even break their rules or other legal government rules against you, even on personal accounts, they will just try to brush it under the rug because you were just an employee. That is just kind of the reality of the situation here. So concluding the situation, what am I going to do about it? Well, currently I'm out of a job. I have no income. I don't know if I will be, you know, going back to my job or getting a new job at any point or anytime soon. I don't know. I wasn't really prepared for this situation, and so on a financial level, I can only really support myself right now for about 2 months. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to file bankruptcy. So, you know, now that I'm on this break, I guess, from working a job, I, you know, did a lot of reflection, a lot of thinking, a lot of resting, and, you know, kind of readjusting to life, because I also worked night shifts, so my schedule for about a year and a half was upside down. I've been thinking a lot about just my career goals and like what it is that I actually want to do in my life. Genuinely, I never planned to be in the healthcare field, nor was it ever my field of study. I didn't go to school for it. Only reason why I got a job there was because I was, you know, preferred, and kind of made my way in through connections. Very unlikely that I'm able to get another job like that, especially if, you know, there's a case now, if I ever would apply for a healthcare job and they ask for referrals, like, I just know they're not going to do that for me in a positive way. So yeah, I was thinking, you know, like, maybe this is the chance for me to really pursue what it is that I genuinely want. You know, this is not my first job. I've worked a handful of jobs over the course of the years. Every time I get into a job, I always tell myself, oh, this is just a temporary place for me to just grow and build myself until I can, you know, work for myself. And that's always been the goal. That's always been the dream. And, you know, this time around, I'm like, I'm 24 years old. Like, I'm getting old. Not old, you know what I mean. You know, I'm getting older where I have to kind of make a decision now. I can't kind of keep on exploring all these things and settling for less. Thinking about taking the risk and be like, you know, screw it. Now that I have this time, should I really just try to make my dreams a reality and start working for myself? Because when I was working, my job took up a majority of my time, you know. My entire week, I used to work 70, 80 hours a week. upwards of 90 to 100 hours a week, which is, I'm not even exaggerating. Most of my time, like 80% of my time was working for someone else, and 10% of my time was being used to, you know, chase my dreams with building my channel, making content, exploring business ideas, and the other 10% was going towards sleep. I really only put 10% of my life into what really matters to me. My own explorations was growing at a very slow rate, and understandably so, because I didn't really put that much time or effort into it. Now that I have this opportunity, I'm like, what if I just go full on and just, you know, really pursue what makes sense to me at 100%? Potentially, you know, maybe this is my breakthrough moment. And I've been off for maybe like 3 days so far, because this just happened, and within the 3 days I've been just busting my ass with the content, with the business explorations. You know, I started working on my website, started, you know, designing and making products for CLICHEBUILT.com, and the amount of work that I got done from my own explorations within 1 to 2 days actually outweighs the amount of work I put into it after the span of like 2-3 weeks while having a job. So it really shows how significant of a progress I can make if I actually put more time into this. And so now I'm like, you know, what if this really is my moment? Like, what if this really is the time that I go full on, even though my channel is small, but there's a lot of potential, right? I can only survive for 2 months right now, but whatever I make within the next 2 months can support me for the following months. So I'm not like 100% screwed. And I also have a couple of, you know, assets that can kind of keep me afloat if I were to sell them. And, you know, worst case scenario, things don't work out, I can always go find a job. But at least for now, I can really pursue my dreams, and hopefully that something can actually turn out from it. Yeah, I mean, I kind of blabbered it a lot today, but hopefully my point got across that, you know, I am jobless. I just really have to make a big decision here as to what my next step is in my life. But yeah, I'm gonna get some food and then go home. And I want to say thank you for watching, guys. Peace out.